because Fatekeeper just dropped a massive warning shot at any other RPG game coming out in the next 5 years, and that is do like us or don't do at all. Hey, what is up, guys? Fatekeeper just dropped an unreal gameplay trailer, and let me tell you, Bethesda, it's time to take notes. This is what people have been looking for the last half decade, is combat mechanics that are fluid but weighty, also providing a balance with melee and magic, and this looks like it's hitting so many boxes. All that's left now is to see how the game actually launches, see if it is truly like we see in this gameplay trailer, and then find out, for those of us who love the Elder Scrolls 6 series, if Bethesda can even compete. Obviously, this is a new-gen game. Skyrim is an old-gen game at this point. But let's look at what Skyrim had going for it at its time. Guys, as you'll see from this trailer, you'll see weighty combat. The strikes actually move the enemies as you hit them. You can even feel from the camera shake and some of the stiffness what those attacks would feel like. It makes you believe you're the one swinging that sword. And this is what I've wanted so desperately. Now, of course, this trailer was completely in first person. And one thing we have to look at with Bethesda games is that you swap between first and third person. Because of that swap, you have to be able to make it look good and feel good in first person, but then apply that to the third person camera. And that is not always the easiest task. Look at games like Dying Light when you see those jokes and those memes about this game in third person. Or Cyberpunk even. You can tell the games were not designed to be seen in third person. And that is why some of the first person animations feel so good and look so crisp, is because it was designed to be first person and first person only. Now, if we look at other titles and games, we can clearly see that the third person portion is extremely doable. Look at the Soulsborne games. Look at games like The Witcher 3 and so many other RPG third person titles. They feel good with combat. They're weighty, but they're also a little bit flighty when you need to strafe or dodge. And you know what? I'm getting a really good feeling about the gameplay here in Fatekeeper. You see some of the dodging mechanics at play. You see parries. You see good strafing around the enemies. That's something I think that Bethesda can emulate, but they have to do it if they really want to compete nowadays. We look at these new titles, we look at Skyrim and how great it was at the time, but really it didn't revolutionize combat. It wasn't, look at this new creative combat system. No, they just kind of did what was popular for the previous couple of years, put that into their Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim game, and they called it good, which at the time that was okay. But look at how much this game combat has been revolutionized the last few years. We see so many games, but I mean, Witcher 3, look at that game. Look at all the dodging mechanics, look at the integration of the signs, look at the combat, look at the various enhancements that he would put on his blade. That was a really good combat system, and it holds up to this day. Now take a look at new titles. They're pushing the envelope even further. And if we go take a look at Starfield and their melee combat system, it was literally the same as Skyrim and Fallout 4. We cannot see that in the Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda will be left in the dust if they cannot come and treat the new Fatekeeper gameplay as the standard for RPGs in 2025 and beyond. And guys, what I'm saying isn't even controversial. I mean, that is the bare minimum now moving forward. If you're going to do a high graphic fidelity game with RPG elements, open world, and melee combat, this is the bare minimum. Now, I don't know much about Fatekeeper. I know the trailer looks good. I know the gameplay looks flawless, at least in this gameplay trailer, which, as we've seen, those can be a little bit misleading at times, so we do need to see a little bit more prior to the game's launch to know, does the gameplay trailer hold up in most of the other parts of the game? But by the looks of things, guys, this is sharp. But we need to realize and remember that Bethesda is a studio with millions of dollars behind it. And when I say millions, I mean billions. Like, this is a huge, huge studio now with countless developers. And if THQ Nordic, not a small studio, is able to do this, then so can Bethesda. And you know what? They have to get it done. They have to if they're going to succeed with Elder Scrolls 6. Because Fatekeeper just dropped a massive warning shot at any other RPG game coming out in the next 5 years. And that is, do like us or don't do at all. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this gameplay. Does this look like the modern RPGs you've been craving? Does it seem like something unobtainable for Bethesda to accomplish? Or do you think they can get there and make this happen? Also, are you excited for Fatekeeper? This is a game I had no idea was going to be coming out. So when I saw this gameplay trailer, That was added instantly to my watch list because I am looking forward to seeing what comes over the horizon as it relates to this game. One other thing I want to talk about is the graphic fidelity. Look at this game. It's got beautiful surroundings, good lighting, fantastic shadows, and a beautiful skybox. I'm hoping they don't lose out on gameplay fluidity because they push the envelope so far with the graphic fidelity. Because obviously, graphics are awesome until they impact how your game plays. So if most people aren't able to play this game fluidly with good frames, that kind of defeats the point too. There's got to be a good mix of reducing graphic fidelity to keep the gameplay performance smooth. And for those of you who have huge, bustling PCs that don't care, congratulations, because it looks like you're really going to get to see awesome graphics and visuals with this game with monster PCs. One other thing I want to touch on, when you look at the gameplay here, look at the weight of those swings. Look at how the enemies react. When there's the smaller enemies, they get tossed around like a sack of potatoes when they get hit with a big-ass sword. But the big enemies seem not to stagger at all. And that is what I'm looking forward to with this game. So far in just this small gameplay trailer, we've seen great implementation of magic and spells. But we've also seen awesome melee combat with dodge and parry mechanics. And let's not forget that cool sword cleaning animation. Wow, that was incredible. But like I said before, guys, let me know in the comments what you're thinking. I love engaging with you guys in the comments and having these open discussions. It's one of my favorite things about the videos. And if you did like the video, please consider leaving a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to give me that thumbs down. It's going to hurt my feelings, but I understand. And if you haven't subscribed already, but you want to see more content about games like this and about Bethesda moving forward, please hit that subscribe button and feel free to turn on that notification bell. It means the world to me when I get new subscribers and see that my community is really building and engaging in the comments section below my videos. It's really cool feeling like I'm building this community from the ground up, and I love every moment of it. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching the video to this point. But that's all I have for today, so I hope to see you in the next one. And if anything else, well met, travelers.